swipe or click away because here are all the best moments from all seasons and movies in Downton Abbey. Number 10. Mr. Carson proposes.
We're celebrating the fact that I can still get a proposal at my age.
Mr. Carson and Mrs. Hughes have been keeping their relationship professional for almost the entire show. The reason we say almost is because we've secretly been wishing that these two wound up together. To hell with the professionalism, these two deserve to be together. From the first time we saw them walking on the beach together, something told us that we would see it happen in the season at some point. Mustering up the force to ask for her hand in marriage, Mr. Carson confessed his true feelings while his voice was trembling and then popped the big question. Oh, those agonizing few seconds of silence felt like torture. But then again, it was all worth it because she actually said yes and kissed him, even confessing that she was hoping he would do it sooner. Well, Mr. Carson, guess you didn't buy that estate for nothing. Number 9. The Gay Kiss. Number 7. Cora loses her baby.
If you could just wait.
Lord Grantham and Lady Grantham have been hoping to conceive an heir, but Lord Grantham's age made the process difficult. So when Cora told Robert that she was pregnant, he couldn't believe his ears. His wishes came true, however, they didn't know if the child was male or female. And there was one person who didn't like this. Maid Sarah O'Brien is a bitter little helper, and when Lady Grantham dropped her soap during her bath, it broke in half. She gave one of the pieces to her lady, and she set the other up so she could easily trip and fall. As she went into the other room, Sarah had a change of heart, but before she could do anything, Cora got out of the tub, tripped and fell, resulting in a devastating miscarriage. When the camera cut to Lady Grantham overlooking the window, he revealed to us that the child was actually a boy. Number 6. Anna and Bates get married.
I, John Bates.
I, John Bates.
These two might actually be the absolute perfect couple on the show, and that's why we had to include their marriage here. This honest and honorable man respects Anna so much that he would never let anything harm her. More on this later. And after a few quote-unquote seduction sessions, they actually kiss and wind up together. As a gift for their wedding night, Lady Mary gave them one of the estate's rooms so they could spend the night there. And of course, begs Anna to make sure Bates doesn't mess up the room number. But their story is far from a fairy tale where they'd have to live happily ever after. But again, more on that later. Number 5. The death of Lady Sybil.
Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me.
And right after giving birth, it makes a man question the cruelty of God in a situation like this. But then again, we do have to remember that the doctor kept warning them that Lady Sybil could be suffering from a rare condition and even offered to operate on her to lessen the risk. But her stubborn father refused to listen to the doctor's advice. After she gave birth to the child, everything seemed to be fine. However, later that night, she went into shock, and we got to watch her draw her last breath on the screen as her husband and Mary clasped her hands tightly. As Mr. Carson later said at the funeral, nothing could be worse than this. Number 4. Anna's rape.
Shut the door. My God, shut the door.
Well, it might not be worse than losing a child, but it's pretty high up there. While everyone was listening to Dame Nellie Melba singing upstairs, Anna got attacked and sexually assaulted by Mr. Green. The only one who could help her was Mrs. Hughes. However, before Anna could tell her anything, she begged her to keep a secret and not tell Mr. Bates since she knew he was gonna kill Green upon finding out. Now, this secrecy put a strain on their relationship and she had a hard time dealing with it, but once he found out, Bates only told Anna that it made her a stronger woman for going through such an event and still being hard as a rock. But yes, before he found out, this secret put such a strain on their relationship that he was almost ready to leave. Number 3. Mr. Bates is proven innocent.
Guilty, my lord.
Now, when Mr. Bates was arrested by the police at the manor, we thought that he had just killed Green. However, we later found out that the police were after him because they thought he killed his wife. The trial even went so far as to claim that he was actually guilty as they sentenced him to death by hanging. However, Anna stood by his side at all times. She worked closely with Mr. Bates' lawyer, and they managed to get a confession out of the people who framed him. Finally, Bates was set free, and the kiss they shared with Anna at the gates says it all. Number 2. Matthew dies. After suffering through the war, Matthew got killed in a stupid car crash, and in a car from the 20s of all things. Those buggers can barely climb past 30 miles per hour. Still, he was found dead and the news swept Downton like a deathly plague. The person who was mostly impacted by this was Mary, and even Lady Grantham came to her room to console her and asked her to choose life instead of death. But the most heartwarming moment came when Mr. Carson comforted Mary and offered her a shoulder to cry on, as if all those tears that were piling up inside her came gushing out. Mr. Carson told her to cry as much as she wants and then gave her some encouraging words, and Mary managed to deal with Matthew's death. Number 1. Matthew proposes.
Lady Mary Crawley.
But on the positive side, Matthew and Mary had one of the best relationships on the show. Just as Mary was getting ready to go to America, Matthew actually asked her to stay. But he didn't want her to stay just because. Oh no, Matthew gave her one of the strongest reasons he could think of. He actually proposed to Mary, and she said yes. They were both impeccably dressed, and the snow was lightly falling from the skies as Mary accepted. They kissed while the chandelier was shining brightly behind them. All in all, it was a picture-perfect proposal. On a related note, which of these scenes shocked you the most? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.